everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a very short review on this product that I had meant to do a review on almost about a month or two ago, and I'm just now getting around to it. But this is going to be a review on the Beauty Treats Strobing palette, and it looks like this. I got this from Ross a few months ago for, I think it was about $8, and I thought, hey, I will give that a go, try it out, see if it's any good, because for $8 it's a pretty relatively inexpensive kind of find. In this kit you are getting 10 products. The top 5 are all cream products, and then the bottom 5 are all powder products. So in this kit you get a range of like from silvers to baby pinks to light golds to kind of like peachy or bronzy kind of colors, and the whole idea with strobing is kind of like, to me it's just a fancy name for highlighting, and it was kind of like this weird beauty craze a few months ago and stuff. One thing that I noticed from swatching these back to back is how all the creams and even the powders, they have very different consistencies from cream to cream. Like the first one was very dry, kind of like would tug at the skin a bit, but the second one was very smooth, but almost a little too smooth, like a little bit of greasiness to it. And then again, the third was kind of dry, the fourth was kind of dry, and then the fifth cream was really dry. So out of all of these, this one was what I would consider the best consistency for a cream. It was a little bit easier to blend, but again, it did have that slight bit of oiliness to it. But then the other ones here, this one, this one, this one, and this one, were all very dry and kind of tend to drag on the skin. So the first powder is a shimmery silver color. The next one is more of a satiny kind of buttery yellow, a little bit more on the like orangier side. Then the next one is a kind of cool toned orange, again another satin finish. The fourth one is very similar to the second powder. It might just be a bit deeper, again more of that satin kind of finish. And then the last one is going to be the most kind of like a slightly peachy bronzy color. So I am wearing it on my face today. What I'm using first for my base, I use the second cream here, that kind of light pink color. I just took my finger, dipped in it, and tapped it along my cheekbone and kind of blended it in, and then over the top of it I took a brush and lightly dipped into the silvery kind of color here and just kind of put it on top of that cream. So you can see that silver really adds a lot of shine to the cheekbone. I would say from far away it looks fine. I think I kind of did a little bit more on this side. It's kind of like, whoa, hello. On me, these two colors here especially really didn't show up too much, just because it's nearly like my same skin tone, so that's why this like pure white kind of silver frost really showed up a bit more on my skin. I think if you have a darker complexion, you would have to either use it very, very sparingly, otherwise you could have just like a silver streak on your cheek. This color here is, for me, I can't really find too much of a use for it other than possibly a blush, which for me, it's still a little bit light as a blush. It could definitely work, but it's just not that pigmented in my opinion. And then the final one here, I kind of find I don't really have very much of a use for this one, because it's definitely too dark to be a highlight on my cheeks. It's definitely more of like a bronzier kind of color on me. So I just find that I don't really have much of a use for that color. So the two most pigmented powders out of this, I would say, is the silver one here and then the bronzier one there. Those are the most, they're gonna have the most pigmentation to them. Again, they're not the smoothest powders in the world. They're not bad, but it's just not like something like a Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector or anything like that that has that super silky, buttery smooth texture. And for the creams, I would have to say my favorite cream would have to be this one here, because it is a little bit more of that warmer pink color, and it did have the best texture to it. It wasn't as dry, and even with it being a little bit on the greasier side, I found that I would prefer it to be a little bit greasy than it to be dry, because I tried some of these on my cheeks and they just didn't look that great. They kind of chunked up a bit. And my least favorite of the creams would have to be this first one here, the white one. It just doesn't have enough shimmer to it. It honestly just kind of looks like, I don't know, like white kind of like face paint makeup. Overall, it honestly just kind of comes off as a white cream, which I don't think is really gonna suit too many people. I think that overall this palette color-wise would suit fair to medium skin tones, possibly a little bit deeper if you use some of these colors for a highlight. So my thoughts on this palette. Would I buy it again knowing what I know now? I don't think I would. Even with it being $8 and being relatively inexpensive, you do get a lot of products in here. Like I said, you get 5 creams, 5 powders, and then you get them in a varying array of colors. I'm just not a fan of these 3 here. This one and this one's okay. They are, like I said, a little bit chunky, but they're usable. Then this one, I really don't think, I just don't see many people using this, and I don't really think it would look good on a lot of people. These 3 are okay. This one's a little too dark for me, but it could be like a blush or something. But to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of this. I wouldn't rebuy this, and I don't think I would recommend this. So that is it for my review of the Beauty Treats Strobing palette. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram. Link is below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later.